Hi, I'm Janet Austin. I'm the CEO of the Vancouver YWCA. There are 2 points I'd like to make. First, we have a child vulnerability rate of 30% in the province today, which is unacceptable. We also have the highest child poverty rate in the country. When we actually get underneath those statistics and you look at the children who are poor in our society, you see that overwhelmingly they are the children of single-parent mothers. The core of our mission and our work at the YWCA is to help these women make a successful transition to economic independence. When children have access to the kind of quality service that we offer here, it levels the playing field for them, and it sets them up for success in school and throughout life. That's what we want to tell you about this evening.
So many people think that you can't do it. There are so many teen moms out there and they're getting, fingers pointed at their back. And it's hard, living through that because so many people are so negative towards you, and you've just got to learn to be positive and know that there are people who want to help you.
And we don't judge them, no matter how old they are, 14, 15 years old. We're not judging them. We're trying to give them a lot more help.
It's like a really, really good support system. You get a lot of advice, doing a lot of different things, help with your baby. For instance, this camera girl wants to touch everything. Come here.
And it gives everyone an opportunity to get to know each other, and yeah, it's a good support system.
Being here at Emma's is just how they open so many options for you. You get a chance to go back to school and you're leaving your child in a very safe environment. Daycare is not cheap. So I really like this chance. I feel like I get to start over again. Education is the key to everything. It's the start to everything.
I'm probably gonna get my diploma in December, and then I'm planning on going to college and taking a legal secretary course. It gives me an opportunity to graduate and get my life on track so I can support myself and my son, yeah.
I don't think I would be graduating if I didn't have this place. I would have dropped out of school and just been at home and just would have ended up on welfare and stuff and not gone far in life. And I actually have dreams.
If I never had this Emma's, I will never dare to study again because no one will gonna take care of my kid. Without Emma's, I will never finish my studies. My scholarship right now is helping me to continue my college and to get the degree as a registered nurse.
The housing is a big thing. I'll tell you one of the stories very recently somebody told me when she came in here quite bruised and battered, and I said, why do you stay in this situation? And her biggest thing was, she said, at least I have a roof over my head and my son is getting food. So finding a housing where they don't have that much money, how hard it is, imagine that. They're not that different. Yes, they're young, they have to learn, but same as any new mom in any situation, no matter how old you are.
I think it's really great because then she'll be able to look at me and say, wow, Mom, you graduated and I was just a little girl. She'll be able to see just how much you can achieve and that you never give up and there's always hope and there's somebody always there to assist you.
This is a hard place for me. Throughout my addiction in the downtown east side, these alleys were kind of my stomping ground. These alleys where I would come to sit and do my drugs. I started coming in the downtown east side when I was about 15 years old. I had about a $400 a day crack and heroin addiction that I needed to feed. I would do anything it took to keep from feeling sick, to maintain, and to feed my addiction. And then when I had my daughter, I got hooked in with the YWCA Crabtree Corner. And I myself was homeless at the time with my child, and I just thought, what a great way for my daughter to escape our homelessness was for her to go to the daycare. And that's originally how I got hooked in with the Y. And then I started attending the Single Moms group with Brenda Lavelli. When I first started attending the Single Moms group, I felt a sigh of relief. I felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. I suddenly felt supported. It was really good to know that there were other moms in the same position as me, and moms that have been there, done that, and they have survived and got the strength from the YWCA to carry on.
It's a real mix. We have a lot of single mothers that come. We have quite a few immigrant women. And we also have some families that are working but on very low income. A mum might be just coming in for childcare information, but really she's needing a lot more than that. Once you start talking about their children, you can sort of, work your way into finding out about where are they living, what's going on at home, what support do they have, and from there you can lead them sort of in the right direction.
This is a picture I have of myself from my addiction. I was 20 years old. I was on the streets. My way of living was not good. And I keep this picture around to remind myself of where I was then and how far I've come today. This picture really helps keep things real for me.
It's needed so desperately because it's a safe place for a lot of the women. It's somewhere that they have friendship, support, and for a lot of the women, it is their family. They have nothing else.
Once I got myself into the Single Moms group, I started realizing that I needed to work. I started applying for jobs. When I found out I was accepted for the job co-facilitating the FASD groups, I felt empowered, I felt proud, I felt strong. It felt good knowing that I could support my daughter. The women I work with are wonderful. They're amazing, they're resilient, they're strong, and they're survivors. I learn a lot from them.
I don't know where I would be now without Crabtree, and it gave me that enthusiasm to do something else with my life. So yeah, it's easy for me to talk about because it's done great things for me and for many others. Yeah.
Coming from the background I've come from and coming from these streets, it breaks my heart to see the women that are still out there, that are stuck in addiction, that are being hurt, that are being assaulted. If this facility wasn't here, these women of the downtown east side wouldn't have support. The children wouldn't have support. This is a safe haven in the middle of craziness.